All right, Orchestra 1, we are still on page 27. We are now working on upbeats and accents. We have a review of our first and second ending. We learn about the middle part of our bow, playing in the middle part. At the beginning of line number 3, you'll see that it has an M right before that forte, and you're going to play in the middle of your bow. And then at the end, you have a ritardando. The ritardando tells you to gradually get slower as you come to the end of the piece. An upbeat is not going to start the first full measure. It's going to be either beat 3 or beat 4 of a measure, a random measure, okay? And then the measure after the upbeat would officially be measure 1, okay? So I'll read the definition on your page of what an upbeat is. Upbeat. Not all music begins on beat 1. Notes before the first full measure are called upbeats. Upbeats usually begin with an up bow, okay? So unless it's marked otherwise, you will always start your music, if it has an upbeat, on an up bow, okay? You also see those less than, greater than signs, and those less than, greater than signs are called accents. So when you have an accent in your music, you're going to play those notes stronger. So wherever those accents show up, those specific notes will be stronger. And it'll be something like this. So I'm gonna accent every 4 notes. Okay. To accent, you'll pull a little quicker with your bow. You'll use a little bit more weight in your bow and just try to make that note stronger. Okay, you don't want to make it too nasty or make it sound nasty. You just want to make it stronger and a little bit heavy. So one tricky area I want to point out before we start is box 1, or the first ending in the Academic Festival Overture. You have 8th notes with repeated E's, and then it goes back to the open D at the beginning, right after that repeat sign, okay? You're not gonna go to the upbeat again. Do not go to the upbeat again. You're gonna skip that upbeat and go straight to the open Ds where it starts right after the repeat sign, okay? Remember, whenever you have a repeat sign, you always play what's between those 2 repeat signs. You don't go before that, all right? So the first ending would sound something like this with the accents. Okay, I'll do that again. Okay, I would practice that a couple of times before you start. Okay, maybe one more time I'll play it. Accents. Make a note that we are in 2/4, so there's only 2 beats per measure. So when we count off to start our upbeat, it'll be 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, and 2, and 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 1, 2. Okay. It will not start on beat 1, it'll start on beat 2, so it'll feel a little weird at first. 1, and 2, and 1, 2. Notice that I went to the second ending, I took the ritardando, I slowed down, And I held the last note a little bit longer, just so people, if I had an audience, they would know this is the end of the song. Okay? If you have any questions whatsoever, please make sure you email me. Remember your retardandos, your accents, and your upbeat. Okay? Have a good one.